Welcome back, fellow travelers, space travelers. Before we start, I just want to get you up to speed with where we're at in our journey so far. In episode 1, Deep Cover, we were tasked by the UC SysDef to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet. We made contact with an informant in the Sol system, laying the groundwork for our undercover role in the pirate faction. In episode 2, Rook Meets King, we met the Crimson Fleet leader Delgado and gained entry to the key, the Crimson Fleet's base. We are tasked in tracking down a former pirate named Austin Rake, deciding his fate and solidifying our position within the fleet. In episode 3, Echoes of the Past, we were sent to the Lock, an abandoned prison, to uncover clues about Crix's legacy, a lost treasure. We navigated through the prison, dealing with some creepy beasts, and had a brush with the internal fleet politics and gaining critical information about the treasure. In episode 4, Breaking the Bank, we attended a high-stakes gala on a luxury space cruiser to gather logging credentials and steal a valuable trophy without resorting to violence, leading to more insights about the Crix's legacy. We broke into a bank and took on some ecliptic mercenaries, and now we are ready to tackle the next installment in our series, Part 5, The Best There Is. This will involve a daring heist where we team up with Juan Dayu to infiltrate a United Colonies Navy station. The goal is to steal the comm spike, a critical piece of tech needed to decrypt information about Crix's legacy. This mission requires stealth, strategic planning, and effective teamwork to succeed. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notifications bell for upcoming missions. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
All right, Jazz, what do you got?
According to the latest, the comm spike is being developed at UC Star Station SY-920. Location undisclosed.
Fantastic. So how do we disclose it?
We could lean on your smuggling contact. Call in that favor. You know who I mean.
Our friend on Jimson. Nice one, Jazz. I'll make the arrangements. All right, Rook. Next stop, New Atlantis. Your connection is Juan Dayu. She's got most of the premium UC smuggling routes locked down tight. If you don't piss her off, she should be able to sneak you past SY-920's security.
Just remember to count your fingers after you shake hands with her.
She would be wise to do the same.
Definitely. We're talking cargo depots, star yards, research stations, and, like in SY-920's case, military outposts. I've never seen someone new to the game have so many contacts. It's the reason we let her join up in the first place. I don't know how she accomplished that. We've been trying to crack some of those places for years. You're in the fleet. You should always expect trouble. As far as Juan goes, even though she's one of our newer contacts, you shouldn't have any problems dealing with her. I sure hope so. 'Cause she might be our only crack at finding a decent decryption device. Once Juan gets you past the guard dogs, it's gonna be on you to locate the comm spike. According to the data we have, it's in the prototype phase, meaning there should only be a single device aboard the station.
Basically, you break it, you bought it.
Interesting. Well, don't take any chances.
Nave is right. Just grab everything labeled comm spike that isn't nailed down.
Oh, and one more thing. SY-920 is a UC military installation. That means it's guarded by heavily armed troops. And we both know those idiots don't mess around. If you intend to turn the place into a shooting gallery, you might want to be sure you're hauling an arsenal, because you're gonna need it. She's got the clout to get you in the front door. They're gonna think you're part of a regular supply delivery. Beyond that, you and Juan are gonna have to put your heads together and come up with a plan. Are you kidding? The UC's already painted giant red crosshairs on our backs. Keyway and his pals at SysDef won't rest until we're dead. It's not like you can make them any angrier at us, right? Shoot the place full of holes if you want. Just bring back that comm spike. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. Okay, so I'm gonna arrange a meeting with Juan at Kay's place in the well. In the meantime, I'll make sure Jazz comes up with a solution to the electromagnetic atmosphere problem at Bannock 4.
Okay, you'll make sure. More like, get drunk while Jazz does all the hard work. Typical.
Privileges of rank, my darling. We'll discuss it a little later. And you, get the hell out of here. And don't come back without that comm spike in your cargo bay. I'm gonna leave that up to you, Rook. If you get into deep trouble, and you think bringing her into the fold is gonna make the difference, tell her whatever you want. At some point, Delgado's gonna be promising everyone their cut of Crix's legacy. If we want him to stick with the fleet, it's inevitable. But until the money's within reach, the less people that know, the better. The Crimson Fleet made contact with her about a year ago. We were searching for a smuggling connection in UC space, and her name kept popping up repeatedly, so I decided to put her to the test. Not only did she pass, but the results were off the charts. Made us both a ton of credits. That was good enough for me. Beyond that, I don't know much about her. But hey, as long as she keeps my gal bank account humming, she can keep all the secrets she wants. We'll talk later.
Take it your neighbor's new recruit? You're new. but capable. Other than that, not a whole lot. Neva talks a lot, but that's not the same as talking too much. You're still a mystery to me. SY-920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions. Huh. Eva warned me you were difficult. Clearly I didn't understand what she meant, but I do now. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
Do not mistake us for amateurs. We will get the job done without sacrificing your route.
I appreciate the confidence. I just want to remind you, this job calls for more discretion than your usual swashbuckling adventures. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY-920, you can't come and go as you please. I'd like to, but I need to keep a low profile. In my experience, the more people know about you, the more they have over you. True, but silence is a powerful thing. I find the best way to get to know someone is to watch them work. Talking just muddies the picture. Anyways, I appreciate the small talk. Delgado's crew aren't usually so chatty. But let's keep our focus on the mission. We can swap bar stories and share scars when we've got enough creds to buy the bar and fix the scars. Only what I've been told. Get you on the SY-920, get you out if I can. That being said, I can be a better guide if I know what it is we're after. So, it's up to you. Fine by me. If this goes bad, the less I know, the better. And if I do get caught, there'll be nothing to confess to. We'll talk more on the ship.
Now, what I think I need to do here actually is to dismiss my followers for a little while, because they're going to get into the way. EF, a follower controller. All follows. I might still get stuck with one, but yeah, Robin's going to come with us. For some reason we can't dismiss her.
As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
To the Rabbit Warren uphill. Not the right place.
Yes?
I've got to be down here somewhere. There we go.
Howdy.
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to. Of course, I don't expect it to be. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
Hello.
All right, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and grab drive. All systems go.
We'll graph jump to SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Roger that.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID UC-793A, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're clear to dock in docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked. Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But, if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone. Provided you haven't sounded the alarm, then yeah, like I said, if you can find an intercom, I'll keep a channel open. Only military personnel are allowed out of the cargo area. That's why we need to get you to the barracks, to find you a uniform. Very funny. But if you do get into trouble, try and use that quick wit to your advantage. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Okay. Hello. Yes?
I mean, we don't all look suspicious walking through here, but...
You with the Jade Swan? Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. Cargo haulers are restricted to the cargo bay.
I need a Terra Brew. They really should install one here for me.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. And you found the intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint. I'm not worried. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command bay.
Feel free to pause if you want to read them. Now we need to put our uniform on. And if I'm not mistaken, there might be another uniform somewhere.
you. Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going down for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
Security station and then head on over to the archives.
You better hurry. You know what they say, Marine? If you're 15 minutes early, you're still 10 minutes late.
Pretty sure it was yeah, I can't remember. Is that it? Skylar Lumen? Ah, there it is. No. Things we have to remember which one of these codes. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. So, I use my phone to take notice of all of them. Maybe it was in the clothes that we took. The apparel. That tells who we are. Ensign Zaremi's uniform. That's right. So, Zaremi is the one. And so it's that one. Just check my cap before we go any further. ZX 321D.
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. Codes can be found in logistics.
Damn it.
Just
I
look at the
accidentally
entry
hit
base on
that.
the first letter of your last name. Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. You're clear, Ensign Zaremi. I assume the two of you are together?
Yes, we are together.
Then you're both clear.
Isn't that weird? How did she get here? Bear shake quickly.
Holding position. Confirmed kill.
We really didn't want that to happen, so... Oh, well, she turned up. I dismissed her. The hell? Try this again.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu. Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. Don't know what you're after, but I'm guessing there'll be another checkpoint. This far down, you might need a clearance code. I don't like deliberately drawing attention to yourself, but a disguise is never a bad idea. The uniform won't be enough though. You'll need to find a computer with the code. Try the security office. They likely have a computer there that has what you need. Going down for now. We'll talk again once you've located your target.
I think maybe because I selected Andrea's comment, that might have triggered her to become a companion again. ZX321D.
What's up?
I can't dismiss her for some reason. I don't know if it's going to...
Need your clearance code, Marine. All right, Ensign, let's hear it. You're clear, Ensign Zaremi. I assume the two of you are together?
Yes, we are together.
Then you're both clear.
Something on your mind?
Let's show him a good time.
So if you want to read that, by all means. I've no idea why Andrea has turned up and caused this big ruckus. I can tell you she's very annoying. Oh well, we haven't killed anyone, so. Downstairs.
I've heard the team is looking for more test pilots.
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign? The comm spike. But I can't just hand it to you. It's a module for a ship. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology. Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure. Oh, it's ready. We're long past the inference stage. Statistical models can only go so far. And now that we've corrected the prior mishaps, it's time for real flesh and blood pilots to stress test the systems. The kind unafraid to make the necessary sacrifices. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST. Splendid. That was fast. I thought I put in the request this morning. Normally my requests aren't given this much attention, let alone haste. It seems a tad suspicious. We are in need of more tests to reach beta. Not horses, though. Actual human test pilots. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot.
That's easy enough.
You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Notario's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by undertaking this sacrifice.
First up, we want to get a uniform. Yeah, the door is over here, I think.
Reporting for duty, pilot. Access granted. Be sure to head to the control center and schedule the flight. And good luck.
Yes. Let's.
Schedule the flight, and now we need to go to pinch this ship. And the comms pipe. Weird how Andreas disappeared again. Had to turn up to annoy us to get out.
Prototype ship, you are cleared for takeoff. We'll begin the test on your departure.
Recording test flight data. Please adhere to the scheduled flight plan and let us know if you have any issues.
Check out this ship. A bad looking ship. Pretty cool. Station.
out.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
Your previous ship's being brought back to the dock. Every time I see Renly's smile, I want to punch him in the face. Yeah?
Bogs are soft.
Well, you certainly made a lot of noise on that station. It's not my style personally, but you got the job done. That's what matters. True, but you still completed the job. At least that's something. You bailed before I could make the offer, but I'd like to buy you a drink to say thanks. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike. Yeah, although I get why you didn't give me the details. If I had known this was about the legacy, I might have asked for a bigger cut. Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself. Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink, and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
I'm hungry.
Always listen to Delgado.
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the comm spike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation.
She said you had to start a fight on the station, so it sounds like things didn't go smoothly.
Lucky for you, I don't give a damn how many Marines you killed. Your job was to get the comm spike, whatever the cost. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comm spike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4. It's the giant shroud that covers the entire city. Big ugly thing that Generdyne uses to absorb lightning strikes. When you arrive in Neon, I'm sure your contact will fill you in with all the boring details.
Hey, my girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it, so cut the crap. The only thing you need to worry about is bringing the tech home.
All right. Infighting isn't going to get us to the legacy any faster, Neva. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward we all split the cash. No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose her as a contact, you're going to be answering to me.
You got it,
Estelle
boss.
will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting, but chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us, so I want you focused. We are one step away from Quix's legacy, and we cannot afford any screw-ups.
We'll have the whole settled systems on the run someday.
What a problem. I think what we need to do during this mission too at some point is to get one of these slates.
Tell us what the future holds for the Crimson Fleet.
Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in this little game between the members of the settled systems.
That's quite a bold statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a score so large.
We'll need to get some of those slates before the end of the series, because otherwise if we don't, we won't be able to get them.
If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why grant SSN?
Simple. I refuse to allow the UC to spin or bury the story.
Your ship is way bigger than
control
that.
of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't.
Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make this mysterious move that you're being so evasive about?
I know SysDef instructed you to draw this meeting out as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the United Colony's worst nightmare. And nothing, I mean nothing in this universe, will stop me from achieving that goal.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse, a recruitment tool. After all, SSNN reaches every corner of the settled systems, and your aspirations could inspire the Directionalist to turn to the fleet.
You and the sheep that listen to your garbage can believe whatever the hell you want.
Let's go.
You were so worried about what I had to say, you wouldn't have allowed yourself to be brought here.
Drive spinning down. Jumps.
Really ended up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Now we're going to get our asses handed to us on a platter because Andrea butted in. We had to shoot up the place a little.
Everything looks clear. There's been rumors of soldiers smuggling personal items into the station.
Hey, I want to talk to you right now. I have masks breathing down my neck. They're ready to shut down this entire operation. You opened fire on SY-920 and killed people. Just who the hell do you think you are? You always have a choice. People have died because you were too stubborn to find a safer solution. This is not how UC system operates. If you do it again, you're off this operation, and I'll have Toft throw you in the brig.
It'll be my pleasure, sir.
All right. I think we're all in agreement here. So let's get back to the operation at hand. Please give me your report. That all depends on what you brought back from your mission. Aside from your eyewitness testimony, I assume you have the usual evidence that could lead to her incarceration?
I can take it off your hands once we complete your debriefing, but at the moment, I'm far more concerned about the comm spike.
Then it's just a matter of time before she reverse engineers it to fit the fleet's purposes. So what does Delgado have you doing next? Has he solved the Bannock 4 problem? The conduction grid?
That's brilliant. Is it actually possible? It's 80-year-old tech. Sorry, sir. The conduction grid is how Neon generates its power. It essentially absorbs lightning strikes and converts it to usable energy. It would take a hell of an engineer to modify the technology to handle Bannock 4's EM field. An engineer, like Jasmine Durand.
That's the case. Inform our contacts on Neon that our operative will be touching down there in the near future.
Absolutely, sir.
And before you depart, I wanted you to know that your efforts are helping us gain interest among my superiors. They're finally beginning to believe that we can take down the Crimson Fleet and make amends for the UC's embarrassing mistake. Of course I am, but it's a calculated risk. The fact that our common enemy owes its existence to the United Colonies, of course. It was the riot at the Lock, touched off by Jasper Cricks, that inspired him to create the Crimson Fleet in the first place.
Thanks to your assistance, we'll be able to rectify that mistake, and NAST will authorize an all-out assault.
It's long overdue. All right. I suppose that's all for now. I'll be looking forward to your next report. Good luck. And please, be careful.
You're just saying that.
And that will bring us to the end of part 5 of the Crimson Fleet questline. Next up will be part 6, which is Absolute Power. And we will return tomorrow to complete that. So thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications of upcoming missions. And we'll check you later next time. Cheers.